I'm Peter Nuttin. I'm the leader of Shropshire Council. I'm the councillor for Copthorne in Shrewsbury. First started in 1982 on Shrewsbury and Atcham Borough Council, and I've more or less been a council continuously since then, but I did lose my seat in 1992 for 2 years, and I got it back 2 years later. But other than that, I've been either on Shrewsbury and Atcham or Shropshire Council or on the Town Council ever since. Copthorne's quite a settled area these days, so it's not as demanding as some areas at the moment where there is lots of development. But what I do get are a lot of issues, partly around the hospital, because the hospital creates issues with car parking, but also I have a lot of elderly residents, so I do get involved with adult social services with them quite a bit. But it keeps ticking along. The one thing that does take a lot of time, I do try to get leaflets out around the area once or twice a year, and it's an enormous job because actually I try to deliver them myself, and every time I'm seen walking up a garden path, somebody stops you and wants to talk to you about the local council or about their vision of the town, and so that's quite time consuming, but it's not a problem. Meeting people is what we do as councillors. Now I'm leader of the council, what I do try to do is keep a couple of days each week free, so I do try to clear the diary a little bit because councils never stop. If it's today I'm in the building, I start at 8:30. I like to meet on first thing on a Monday morning with the chief executive, so we make sure we both understand what's going on in the week ahead. And after that, it's all sorts of things, but I try to keep in touch with all the members as much as I can, particularly of my own group, so we're all singing this from the same hymn sheet. We all understand each other's priorities, and we're going forward in the same direction. In terms of the council general policy, but it's mainly to do with the money and setting the tone of the council and trying to give a lead in various projects. I'm on Shrewsbury Town Council as well, and I'm Deputy Mayor of Shrewsbury at the moment, and from May I will be Mayor for 12 months in Shrewsbury, so that will be quite a demand in 12 months. I do venture to the football club occasionally to watch Shrewsbury, but sometimes that's a good experience, sometimes not quite so much. I've got a huge garden, which I'm into, and I've got an allotment. I grow vegetables on my allotment, so I've got plenty going on. My wife's father used to play football for Shrewsbury Town in the 50s, and he scored a hat-trick in a league game in 1956, I believe, the same day as his daughter was born. I did build myself a house as a self-build project in 1982 when I first came on the council, and that was an interesting project, and it took 12 months. And I mean, we just went out, bought some land and started from scratch, and that's actually in Copthorne, and that was a major project. We had to sell our house, move in with the in-laws while we did it, but it was very successful, and if I had the energy, I'd love to do it again.